Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases. It's great to have you with us again.
Yeah, hello everyone. And today's deep dive, it's actually inspired by a really great SpeakDuo lesson we came across.
Absolutely. And look, if you're serious about getting these phrases into your active vocabulary, you really should check out SpeakDuo.com. It's such a cool platform. You meet people like from all over the world, practice English on video calls. It really builds confidence.
It really does. It's fantastic practice. So for you, our advanced English learners listening, today is all about going deeper, beyond just the definitions.
Right.
We're looking at those subtle, nuanced differences in idioms and phrases, the stuff that makes your English sound, well, really natural, sophisticated even.
Exactly, adding that extra layer. So let's jump right in. First phrase, bend over backward. We hear this one a fair bit, right?
We do. And at its core, it means making a huge effort, like an extraordinary effort to help someone or make them happy, even if it's really difficult or, inconvenient for you personally.
So what separates it from just like making an effort or trying hard?
Yeah.
Because people try hard all the time. What's the specific kicker here?
Well, the key thing is a level of effort. It's the extremity. When you say someone bent over backward, it's not just, oh, they worked hard.
Right.
It implies they went to exceptional lengths. Maybe it cost them something, time, energy.
Yeah.
It was genuinely inconvenient. It's about exceptional effort, not routine help.
Got it. It paints a picture of real sacrifice, almost.
Yeah, or just significant inconvenience, like in customer service, maybe?
Oh, definitely. You could say, wow, the hotel staff bent over backward to make sure our stay was perfect.
Yeah.
You immediately get that sense of them doing everything possible.
Exactly that, going way beyond expectations. And, thinking about maybe an IELTS context, a question might be, can you think of a time when you had to bend over backward for someone?
Right. And a good answer, showing that inconvenience, could be something like, oh yeah, last month I definitely bent over backward to help my friend move apartments, even though I was actually feeling sick and had a totally packed schedule. That even though part really highlights it, doesn't it?
It really does. It shows the extra mile. Okay, so moving from that kind of big effort, let's look at something maybe a bit more common day to day. Under the weather.
Yes. This just means feeling slightly ill, right? Or unwell, maybe low on energy. It's informal, mild.
Exactly. Mild is the key word. So how is it different from just saying, I'm sick or I'm unwell? Why choose this phrase?
Well, it's gentler, isn't it? Under the weather feels less severe. It often suggests you just feel generally blah, maybe not a specific serious illness.
Right, like a general malaise.
Yeah. And it's polite. It's a good way to say get out of something without making a big deal about being ill. You wouldn't use it if you had, like, pneumonia.
Definitely not. It really softens the blow. It's about social grace, in a way.
So a social example. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I think I'll probably skip the party tonight. Polite, clear, no drama.
Perfect. And in maybe a work context or, again, a speaking test, you might get asked, have you ever gone to work even when you were feeling under the weather?
Oh, definitely relatable.
Yeah. So you could say, yes, a few times, unfortunately. I didn't want to fall behind on my deadlines, even though I probably really needed to rest. It shows that conflict.
Yeah, the personal cost.
Okay.
Okay, so under the weather for those slightly off days. Now, a shift to a more sensitive topic.
Yeah.
To pass away.
Yes. This is a very common and polite way of saying to die. It's a euphemism, really.
And the comparison here is direct, isn't it? To pass away versus to die. The choice seems obvious, but why exactly?
It's all about sensitivity and respect. To pass away is softer, gentler. It's often chosen when you're comforting someone or talking about death in a more formal or solemn setting. To die can sound quite blunt, quite stark. Using pass away shows empathy, consideration for feelings. It's a cultural thing, too, using softer language for difficult topics.
It definitely softens the reality. So a straightforward example. His grandmother sadly passed away last year. Respectful, gentle.
Precisely. And maybe in a more reflective question like, how do you usually comfort someone when a loved one passes away?
You'd want to answer with sensitivity, too. Maybe. I usually just try to offer my presence, be there for them, and maybe some kind words. Just let them know I care.
Simple and effective. Okay, let's move from external events to something more internal. The phrase, live in your head.
Right. This means spending a lot of time thinking, doesn't it? Lost in memories or imagination.
Yeah, but how does it compare to just thinking a lot or daydreaming. Is there a deeper layer? Does it imply something negative, maybe?
That's the interesting part. Living in your head suggests something more
Mm-hmm.
extensive. Like you're so involved in your internal world, thoughts, memories, fantasies, that you might be a bit detached from what's happening right now.
Ah, okay. Less present.
Yeah, exactly. It's more intense than just casual daydreaming. It can imply deep introspection, which is good, but maybe also a bit of disconnection from reality sometimes. It suggests a really rich, maybe consuming internal life.
I see. So it could describe a personality trait, like he often lives in his head, always thinking about the past. You kind of picture someone a bit distant.
Totally. And for a self-reflection question,
Yeah,
perhaps. Do you think it's good to live in your head sometimes?
that's a good one. A balanced answer might be. Um, yes, I think it can be for creativity or reflection, but you need balance, right? You still need to engage with the present.
Absolutely. Balance is key. Okay, next up, a really positive one.
Yeah.
You have all the right things.
This is a great compliment. It basically means you have the necessary qualities, the ingredients needed to succeed at something.
So how's that different from just saying you're skilled or you're capable? They sound similar. Is there a nuance?
There is actually. You have all the right things feels broader, more holistic. It's not just about skills you've learned. It suggests a combination, maybe innate talent, personality, attitudes, skills, even charisma, perhaps.
The whole package.
Exactly. It implies you're inherently suited for something. You have the potential for overall success in that area. It's a really strong vote of confidence in the person as a whole.
That makes a lot of sense. Like saying someone's a natural, you have all the right things to be a fantastic leader. It covers more ground than just saying you have leadership skills.
Precisely. And in a practical sense, maybe thinking about a job or a goal, the question could be, do you think you have all the right things for your dream job?
And a good response might be, yes, I believe I do. I've got the skills they require, and crucially, I have the drive and the passion for it. Shows self-awareness.
Nicely put. Okay, phrase number 6, one we often use with friends, maybe family. Don't be silly.
Yeah, this just means don't worry or don't act foolishly, pretty much.
Right, but the tone is important here, isn't it? It's different from just saying, don't worry. How so?
It definitely has a specific feel. Don't be silly is often gentle, reassuring, maybe a little bit chiding, but in a warm way.
Chiding, like telling someone off slightly.
Sort of, but affectionately. You use it when someone's doubting themselves needlessly or worrying about something that's clearly fine. It dismisses their worry, but kindly. Like, oh, don't be silly. It's not a harsh criticism.
Got it. So it's a way to brush off unfounded fears gently, like, don't be silly. Of course you'll do great in your exam. It's meant to boost confidence.
Exactly. And if asked about using it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you often tell your friends, don't be silly?
You could say, yeah, sometimes. Especially when they're doubting themselves for no good reason. It's just a quick way to say, hey, snap out of it. You're fine.
Good example. Okay, next. Maintaining composure under pressure. Play it cool.
This means acting calm and normal, right? Not overreacting or looking weird.
Yeah. But how is it different from just being calm or not reacting? There's a sense of acting involved, isn't there? Deliberate choice.
Yes, absolutely. That's the key nuance. Playing it cool implies you're actively concealing your true feelings, excitement, nerves, anger, whatever. You're putting on a calm front.
Ah, okay.
Maybe because you don't want to draw attention or you want to seem unfazed. It's a performance of calmness, even if you're churning inside. Strategic emotional control.
That's a great way to put it. Strategic. Like, she really wanted the job, but she played it cool in the interview, acting composed despite the nerves.
Exactly. Or think about an awkward moment. A question could be, have you ever had to play it cool in an awkward situation?
Oh, for sure. You could say, yes.
Yeah.
Once I tripped walking into a really important meeting, I just got up, smiled, and played it cool like nothing happened, even though I was mortified.
Classic. We've all been there. Okay, number 8, about connections. Keep in touch.
Means staying in contact, right? Maintaining communication, especially over time or distance.
Yeah. But how is that different from, say, talk regularly or communicate frequently? Do they mean the same thing?
Not quite. The nuance here is interesting. Keep in touch is more about maintaining the connection itself, even if you don't talk very often.
Ah, so frequency isn't the main point.
Right. It's about not letting the relationship fade completely. You might only exchange messages once a year, but you're still keeping in touch. It's about the continuity of the bond, not necessarily constant interaction.
That makes sense. It's the underlying commitment to the connection. So a good example for a long-distance friendship. Even though we live on different continents, we've managed to keep in touch for over 10 years. Shows endurance.
Definitely. And a common question. Do you still keep in touch with your friends from high school?
And you might answer, yes, absolutely. We have a group chat where we message fairly often, and we try to meet up at least once a year. Shows how the connection is actively maintained.
Great. Okay, our final phrase for today, number 9. A really important one about resilience. Keep going.
Now, in this context, it means more than just continue. It means continue living positively despite challenges.
Right. So what's the specific shade of meaning compared to just continue or don't give up? It feels heavier.
It really does. This usage of keep going specifically emphasizes perseverance through difficulty. It's about maintaining a positive attitude and moving forward after a setback or during hard times.
So it highlights resilience.
Exactly. Resilience, determination, optimism in the face of adversity. It's not just about plodding on, it's about pushing through with a certain spirit. It's quite powerful.
Yeah, it is. Like, after she lost her job, it was tough, but she decided to keep going and focus on finding new opportunities. Shows that strength.
That's a perfect example. And for a more personal reflective question, what helps you keep going during hard times?
A common answer might be, for me, it's my support system, my friends and family, and also having hobbies I'm passionate about. They help me keep going. Shows coping strategies.
Very relatable. And that wraps up our 9 phrases. Wow, lots of nuance there.
Definitely. So to help you really lock these in, make sure you've grasped the subtle differences. It's quiz time.
All right, get ready. We'll give you the question 3 options, A, B, or C. Take a moment to think, pause if you need to, and then we'll give the answer.
Okay, first question. What does the phrase bend over backward mean? Is it
To remain passive in stressful situations.
to challenge someone in a direct confrontation?
To go out of your way to help, even if it's difficult.
Feel free to pause the deep dive here if you need a second to think about the answer.
All right, what's the verdict?
The correct answer is option C. To go out of your way to help, even if it's difficult. Remember, it's that exceptional, often inconvenient effort, like the hotel staff we talked about.
Got it. Question 2. What does it mean to feel under the weather?
To be emotionally upset over something small.
To be overwhelmed by responsibilities.
To feel unwell or slightly sick.
Pause now if you need a moment.
And the answer is
Option C. To feel unwell or slightly sick. That polite, mild way of saying you're not feeling great, remember? Like skipping the party.
Okay, question 3. What does the expression to pass away politely refer to?
To die or lose one's life.
To faint or lose consciousness.
To travel to a faraway place.
Take your time to consider this one.
Ready?
The correct option is A. To die or lose one's life. It's that respectful, sensitive euphemism for death, like talking about the grandmother passing away.
Moving on to number 4. What does it mean when someone lives in their head?
They are careful with their public image.
They're constantly daydreaming or overthinking.
They're always focused on external events.
You can pause here if you'd like to think it over.
What have we got?
The answer is option B. They're constantly daydreaming or overthinking. It's about being deeply absorbed in that internal world, maybe thinking about the past a lot.
Right. Question 5. What is meant by you have all the right things?
You appear to follow the rules strictly.
You possess the needed skills and traits to succeed.
You look presentable in formal situations.
Feel free to pause and consider your choice.
And the answer?
It's option B. You possess the needed skills and traits to succeed. Remember, it's that holistic combination of qualities, the whole package needed for success, like being a great leader.
Excellent. We're past the halfway point. Question 6. What does the phrase, don't be silly, typically imply?
You shouldn't worry or doubt yourself unnecessarily.
You should avoid joking around in public.
You're being naive or unrealistic.
Take a moment now if you need it.
Okay, what's the answer here?
The correct answer is option A. You shouldn't worry or doubt yourself unnecessarily. It's that gentle, often affectionate reassurance to stop unfounded worrying, like telling a friend they'll ace the exam.
Perfect. Question 7. What does it mean to play it cool?
To remain alone, to process one's emotions.
To stay away from emotionally charged situations.
To react with calmness and not draw attention.
Go ahead and pause the deep dive if you need more time on this one.
And the answer is?
Option C. To react with calmness and not draw attention. It's about that deliberate act of hiding your true feelings to appear composed, like after spilling coffee in that meeting.
Haha, yes. Okay, last question, number 8. What does it mean to keep in touch with someone?
To meet in person on a regular basis.
To communicate occasionally, to maintain the relationship.
To monitor someone's social media closely.
Take your time on this final one.
All right, the final answer.
The final answer is option B, to communicate occasionally, to maintain the relationship. It's about preserving that connection over time, even if contact isn't super frequent, like with friends living far apart.
Fantastic. So how did you do on the quiz? Hopefully that helped solidify those meanings and nuances. Mastering these kinds of phrases really does elevate your English, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It moves you beyond just understanding words to understanding, well, how people actually use them to convey subtle feelings, intentions, and social cues. It adds depth and naturalness.
It's about sounding less like a textbook and more like, well, a fluent speaker engaging in real conversation.
Exactly. Picking the right phrase for the right moment. So, as a final thought, maybe consider this. How does understanding these kinds of subtle distinctions, these nuances, not only improve your English, but maybe also sharpen your understanding of communication more broadly?
Interesting point.
Yeah, like how might recognizing these subtleties change how you interpret conversations, even in your own native language? Something to think about.
Definitely something to mull over. Thanks for joining us on Superbly Said. We'll catch you next time.
Bye for now.